Hi there, welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers. Come right on in, my friend. So glad to be here with you today. And it's a beautiful day here in Florida. I haven't heard really great weather reports from the other part of the world, but also don't come right now because all the spring break kids are down here now, and it would not be a good experience for you. But other than that, you know, come and see us once in a while. And so appreciate the input you give us. I read a wonderful letter this morning before I came down, and I'm impressed with people who take the time, you know, to write a letter or send a card, because we do a lot of texting and a lot of emails and all. Everything is on a fast track. And when you read and you see somebody's signature, oh, really means a lot. And you're going to enjoy the program today. There's some very serious conversation I'll have with my guest, Kris Rystrom Emmert. And I've always wondered, what's it like when the military officers come to your house and knock on the door and they have really bad news that your mate was lost at sea or lost in a battle or something. And then to go through that whole process, and what is it like when they hand you that folded flag? There's something about it that just is so thoughtful and kind of makes you proud to be an American, that we carry it off that well, but also what about the family that's left behind? My guest today can tell us all about that. And I have such a love for military families, first responders and all. And I've mentioned to you before, anytime I see a first responder, I'll just walk up and say, thank you for your service. They're losing their lives every day for us. And so my guest has written a book about it, and she waited 25 years, which I think was wise. And it's becoming a wonderful comfort to the young ladies today who have lost their husbands in the military and the fathers of their children. Providing Promise, Navy Widow's Journey to Hope. And I'm so anxious for you to meet her and to hear her story. I think it's one that everybody can learn something really important from what she has gone through. Also, I'm going to join Stephanie. We're going to make a savory cheddar bread. If you watch me very much, you know I love quick breads because I'm a tea drinker. And it's nice to have that scone or that little piece of a quick bread, you know, banana bread or something. This is savory cheddar bread. Got cheese in it. We'll taste it and let you know how it is. Before I join her, though, I again want to offer you just as a little booklet, Putting an X Through Anxiety. America is so anxious. I mean, older people, middle-aged people, very young people, children. We're hearing some horror stories from some of the grade schools and all, kids that are anxious. And this book can tell you where to get rid of your anxiety. There's a song we used to sing, all your anxiety, all your care, bring to the mercy seat and leave it there. So I want you to have this little booklet, and you can have it for that gift of anything you want. What's a better deal than that? You just send us what you can, what you want, and it will bless you. You can go through it rather quickly, and I think it's one you should just have in your home. Just have it there, because there's plenty of things going on in this world today to make you anxious. But Jesus never changes, ever. And he said, my peace I leave with you, and that hasn't changed either. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. The 800 number's on the screen, as well as the address, and we'll get it out to you. And how are you today?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. Earlier in the week, you were a sick girl.
I still have a little bit of something, but I'm better.
And now Wanda.
And now Wanda is sick, and so is another person upstairs. They swore I wasn't contagious. So, I don't know.
I'm just thanking God so far, because
Yes.
I've really been around you girls. Okay.
Savory
fun.
cheddar bread. Yummy. So
Yum.
you're spraying the pan, and then you're going to mix together a cup of milk, 1 egg, and a tablespoon of butter that kept exploding in the microwave.
Really?
When I made it this morning, I put a tablespoon in there, and I put it on, and it exploded. And then Susan had the same problem. Weird.
Well, it's got to be the microwave.
We think it's the butter, but...
Do you know, mine's not working right now. Have you ever lived very long without a microwave? I have for about a week. And I asked Mark upstairs. We have all these engineers here that know everything. And he said the tube is probably blown.
So you need a new microwave.
Yes, watch me install a tube.
Yeah, so we have 2 cups of flour. We have 4 teaspoons of baking powder. That's a lot. We have 1 tablespoon of sugar.
I'll make it blow.
And all of these amounts will be on the screen at the end, but it's a pretty short recipe, so I can tell you. Half a teaspoon of onion salt. Ooh, it's cold in here, so it all clumped up. I have half a teaspoon of crushed oregano. This is going to be savory. It's going to be delicious.
Ooh.
And dried mustard.
I forgot it had oregano in it.
Yeah.
That's
plus a cup of cheddar cheese that I'm going to put in here. You know, you were saying at the beginning about, you know, getting that knock on your door. You know, our son served in the Iraq War.
I know it.
And I don't know if it's true or not, but I always heard that they try to come in the morning and tell you. So every morning when I left and I went around the corner and I didn't see anyone behind me, I knew that day was okay. So
I remember when he went, and I remember how it affected you. And
to this day, I mean, I can't talk about it. And it's been how many years? 2000. I mean, he was sworn in on 9/11, that exact day.
Word.
He was being sworn in when the buildings hit the plane. The planes hit the building.
I remember how you were, and it reminded me. A lot of our viewers will remember Molly DeAndre, and
I'm going to mix the wet and the dry.
When Bodie, their son, became a police officer, and she really was a woman of faith, but that really kind of knocked her, and you kind of have to revisit that thing. Okay, well, God is big enough for this. Right. And isn't it interesting that he has just retired from the police force?
Yes.
But I always said, in emergency, there's no one I'd rather have around than Bodie DeAndre.
Right?
He's quick.
Yes. Love him. So,
and these, you just kind of...
So I'm just blending them together. I don't want to work it too much because then it will just get tough.
But I'm telling you, this one is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Look at it.
Okay, what would you put on this? You wouldn't...
I'd put butter on it, but that's just me. Well, you want to hear a funny story real quick?
Oh, absolutely.
I do childcare at church. And
you're a good church member, I'm telling you. My husband would have loved having you in our church.
You're going to love this, and I don't want to hear it again, okay? I don't want anyone to repeat this after I say it, okay? No. So I have a 5-year-old, and I'm putting stuff away, and she looks at me, she goes, "You got a big booty." I about fell over. I'm like, well, thank you.
I wouldn't take care of her ever again.
I'm like, where's your mother? You're out of here. No. Well, I just thought it was really, really funny. Out of the mouths of babes, you know?
One of my grandson said something once that I won't say on TV.
Yeah. How good is it?
Oh,
so
man.
To add to that big, I'm just going to have a little bite. Oh, that's so good.
Did you tell her mother that you're not going to take care of her anymore?
No.
Oh.
She speaketh the truth.
You want this, and you see how easy it is.
This is so delicious.
I've said so many times that a special bread or rolls or a special side dish, people remember those.
You don't even need butter on this.
No, you don't.
It's that good.
It's that good. Cup of tea. That's what I'll do later today. Okay, if you want this recipe, it's all free. Information's coming on your screen. And after that, you're going to meet my guest, Kris Emmert, and you're going to love her story.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
Oh, excuse me, I'm still chewing on that bread. Very good. But I want you to meet Kris Rystrom Emmert. So glad to have you with us.
Thank you for having me, Arthelene.
And your book, Providing a Promise. I love the title.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. I just want you to tell your story.
Okay.
How did you meet your husband? Was he in the military at the time?
Yes, we were living in Norfolk, Virginia, the Virginia Beach area.
Oh, that's known for the Navy.
Yes, and my husband originally is from Nebraska, but he had trained to be an E2C pilot, which is it's an aircraft that lands on and off aircraft carriers. And actually, it's known to be very slow. It's a turboprop, but it's a very important plane, and he had trained to be an NFO, which is a Naval Flight Officer. So I met him in Virginia Beach really through a personal ad. I talk about that in the book.
Oh my!
You didn't know that part, but yes, back in the day.
It wasn't internet then.
Yeah, it wasn't internet, but you placed the ad in the newspaper, and it's quite comical. I was working in advertising, right? And he answered my ad, and about almost 10 months later, we were married and moved to San Diego, California, where he was stationed at Miramar, where Top Gun was filmed. So we were married for approximately 7 years, and we were really living the perfect life. And we were both strong believers. We were very active in our church. We both sang in the choir. We helped with the preschoolers at church, and we had 2 beautiful children, Jordan and Taylor. And thankfully, I was able to be a stay-at-home mom at the time because he was being deployed for 6 months, and we felt it was important that I stay at home with the children. I had just finished my master's degree at Regent University in Virginia Beach, and the plan was when he came home from his 6-month deployment that I was going to pursue my PhD, and I was going to start that career path to being a professor. And one of the things that John and I believed in was the communication between the two of us. Now today you have emails and Facebook.
Several times a day you can be in touch.
Yes, but back then, this was in the early 90s, we didn't have that. So we had made the commitment that we were going to write to each other every single day. And so that handwritten letter that you had referenced to earlier in the program, that was so meaningful to us because we wrote every single night before we went to bed and mailed them the next morning. So that was a promise that he and I had made because we knew that deployments were very difficult for military families, as they are today as well. But the day was a Friday morning, and John had just left 2 weeks earlier on his 6-month deployment.
And this was the Bosnia War.
Yes, it was during the Bosnian relief effort. So we were not at war, we were at peace. And he had left with the Theodore Roosevelt, the aircraft carrier, and he was going to be gone for 6 months. And they were actually flying with the French and the Germans that night, taking food and medicine into, dropping them to the refugees of Bosnia. So it was a humanitarian
Thank
mission.
God for America. You
Yes.
know, those things never get in the news.
No. Operation Provide Promise.
And that's what you named your book.
That's why I named the book. One of the reasons why I named the book, Providing Promise. So I was in my kitchen. It was a Friday morning, and I had just dropped off our 3-year-old daughter at preschool, and I had my 7-month-old infant. She was in her high chair, and I was giving her a snack. And it was about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I heard my dog stir at the front door. And I glanced up, and all of a sudden, I see stripes on naval officers' sleeves going by my dining room window. And it was a Friday morning, it's 10 o'clock, John's at sea. And
he wasn't at war.
We were not at war, and he flew a safe aircraft. He always told me he flew the safest aircraft in the Navy because it was slow and kind of Dopic.
Oh, you could
Wasn't
probably
a jet.
land it.
Yeah, it wasn't a
easily.
jet. It wasn't an F-14 sexy Tomcat. It was a slow plane, but I saw those stripes, Arthelene. And
Did you immediately?
I knew. It was that one split second when I said, what are naval officers doing dressed in dress blues in the formal? What are they doing coming to my door? And by the time I turned the corner and I could see them, we had these glass oval inserts in our front doors, and I could see all these officers through these glass doors, and they were, dressed with their medals and their stripes. And by the time I got to that front door and I opened it, I knew
You knew it.
why they were there. And there's grown men standing there with just tears streaming down their face. And they were there to tell me that his plane had gone into the Ionian Sea the night before, crashing off the aircraft carrier, killing him and the 4 other men on board. And they had searched for the plane and they had searched for the crew all night long. And at the time, they were saying that they were missing. But I knew that you don't send a group of naval officers to a Navy wife's door unless they're coming to give me bad news. And John had even talked about that. He had been a CACO officer, which is a casualty assistance officer, earlier in his career, and he always teased with me. And he would say, well, if you ever see naval officers come into the door and they're all dressed in their dress blues.
Oh, no.
So he would tease me. I'd say, stop, don't say that. But it was almost like the Lord allowed him to prepare me for that moment.
And they've never been found, nor the
No,
plane.
my husband and the crew were all lost at sea, and I'm here 25 years later with no answers. I have a JAG investigation that's over 700 pages, and it's thick. And this first sentence of this JAG investigation says, the cause of this mishap is unknown.
Unknown. And do you think that makes the healing process slower?
Much more difficult for me because I never got a body back. So for the first 6 months of my grief
There
process,
might have been a little hope.
I kind
turned
of
up
thought,
somewhere.
yeah, I kind of thought that maybe he was like Tom Hanks on Castaway, and he was on this island, and okay, they didn't find him, but he's floating on a raft, and he made it. Your brain does some crazy things.
Oh, I'm sure. Well,
Yeah, so I kept thinking he was going to show up someday. So I had this hope that he really wasn't gone.
tell us about that. That it's a beautiful ceremony, but you can't hold the tears back when they fold up that flag.
Right, my folded flag.
That is, I don't know, that one of America's best moments.
Right.
The way the military treats, or the nation treats a widow.
Right, treats the military widow. And I have to admit, I was very ignorant about all of the traditions with the military funeral. But when I speak and I talk to people, I want them to know that we see American flags flying all over our country. They're flying everywhere. In fact, when I was coming here today, there was huge American flags on the highway. But there's another American flag, and that's the folded flag.
And it doesn't fly.
And it doesn't fly anymore. Instead, it stays folded. And my folded flag for my family means loss, and it means heartache, and it means sacrifice. And I'm honored to have it because I'm thankful that my husband sacrifices his life for the freedom that we hold so dear.
Well, I live in a kind of a small townhouse community, and I always have a flag up. And I thought how great that community would look. Everybody put a flag up. It would just be wonderful. But just a few days ago, I was getting out of my car, and there was a gentleman in the driveway next to my house I'd never met before, so he was obviously visiting that family. And he came to me, and he's an older gentleman. He said, I want to thank you for flying the flag. He said, I'm a vet. And I was so touched.
Right. Yeah, we don't understand the impact of what the flag means, and especially that folded flag.
Now, your children were so young.
Little.
The impact, you said, what, a 7-month-old?
7-month-old.
So she wouldn't remember.
No, she's never going to know her father. And then my 3-year-old daughter, Jordan, she lives in Houston now. In fact, she's the one that told me to write the book. She doesn't have any memory of her dad. So they never really went through that grieving process. So it was somewhat of a blessing, even though I'm saddened by the fact that they will never have memories of their dad other than what we have on video and letters and so forth. But I didn't, in my grief process, I didn't have to watch them grieve. In fact, one of the things, I talk about this in the book, is when I had to tell Jordan, my 3-year-old, that her dad, his plane had crashed and that he wasn't coming home. After she cried and she said, is my daddy coming home? And I said, no, honey, I'm sorry. he's not. And it was gut-wrenching, to say the least. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But then she looked at me and she said, this is out of the mouth of a 3-year-old. And she said, is my daddy happy?
Oh my.
Is my daddy happy?
Said,
and I was able
absolutely.
to look at her and I was able to tell her with confidence, yes, Jordan, your daddy's happy because he's with Jesus. And I'm so thankful that my husband knew the Lord.
Oh.
And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm going to see him again someday. And I'm so thankful that he made that decision to follow Jesus.
I think also, from what I can gather, and if you just join me, I'm talking to Kris Rystrom, which was
his name.
His
yes,
name.
Yes.
She is now married to a pastor. This 25 years ago this happened. Last name is Emmert, and her book, Providing Promise, has reached out to other military wives. Because what do you do when you don't know the Lord?
Right, and where do you find your hope? And that's my message in the book is, the book is a love story, and of course it's a nonfiction historical account of what's it like to live on an aircraft carrier, what's it like to fly the E-2, what's it like to live at Miramar, what's it like to be a naval officer's wife. But then I go through the crash, and then I really get real. I'm very raw. I go there. I talk about grief because I want my readers to know that what they're going through is real, and I got through it, and they're going to get through it. But the thing that I want to offer people is hope. And I want them to know that God gives us promises in His Word. He's our provider. That's another reason why I love the fact that I was able to use the title Providing Promise, because the Lord is our provider, and He gives us promises in His Word. He's never going to leave us or forsake us.
Was this the name of their mission?
Their mission was called Operation Provide Promise. In fact, on John's marker in Arlington, it says Operation Provide Promise. But I'm so thankful that God gives us promises that He's going to walk through the valley with us. And when we go through the water, we're not going to be drowned. And when we go through the fire, we're not going to be burned. And women and men need to know that they have a Savior who loves them and that comforts them. He's our great comforter, and He's our provider and our peacemaker and our way maker.
Yes, and we have wonderful viewers, and I like to remind them, I have a list I pray for every morning, and how we ought to add our military and their families and our first responders. That God would protect them, because there's a lot of evil out there that's going against people who are doing good.
Right, serving.
And it's really been ramped up in the last 3 or 4 years, and we need to cover them with prayer. And I know that you minister to the younger ones now who have lost their husbands, as you did, and what a platform. You're qualified to do this.
Thank you. And I'm finding that God's opening more and more doors. I was at the Billy Graham Training Center last weekend at the Cove for the Gold Star Wives Retreat, and there are about 35 of us, and of course I'm 25 years into it, but I met a woman who just lost her husband in Afghanistan in November. She has a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old. She just wept when I met her, and thankfully the Lord put me in her path that I was able to minister her over the weekend.
And when we think of our military, and you hear of the loss of life, those are young lives.
Right.
And those are young wives, and those are young children.
Yes, my husband was
It's a whole
38, and he was
thing.
the oldest crew member of the crew. Most of them were in their 20s.
If you just joined me, I'm talking to Kris Emmert, the author of the book we are discussing today, which we won't get nearly enough time to really tell you about it, but you can get it yourself. The website is on your screen, and I hope you'll write that down. And really, if you know any military wives that years ago maybe they lost a husband, it would be so great if you'd get that for them, because this book will speak their language for sure. And I'm sure they can get it on Amazon and those places, but you can get it through the website as well if you will write that down. Also, she is a very qualified, educated speaker. I think you can tell that, and the way she talks. And she would probably be a great blessing to some of your women's conferences or your local church. it would be great, you know, on the 4th of July or something like that to have a
Right.
speaker like you in the
Right.
pulpit.
Thank you. In
Yes.
fact, I just booked veterans. It's a veterans celebration at Dolly Parton's Stampede in Pigeon Forge.
Oh,
And they're
can
going to
I
honor.
go?
Yes, they're going to honor the veterans. So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be blessed to be able to speak to the veterans in November in Pigeon Forge. So we'd love to have you.
Oh, I think that would be, I've always wanted to go there anyway, but I would love to go and hear you and to be there when our veterans are honored. Was there a moment, and we have just a couple minutes left, when you, I don't know, felt whole again? Just like,
Yes.
okay, life has to move on now.
Right, and I can find joy.
And it'll be in this
again,
book.
and it's in the book, right? It's my balloon story. In fact, my logo has a balloon in it. And I'll just give you a little glimpse of that. My children and I, we would always release balloons to heaven on Father's Day. We would write notes and send balloons in anticipation that Daddy was getting these love notes.
And you'll see him again.
And that we'll see him again. And one of the balloons got stuck in a tree, and my message of hope came from a balloon. In fact, I'm going to be writing a children's book
Oh, that is
regarding the balloon.
That is really
but
insightful.
yes, it was one of those nights when I had cried out to the Lord, and I didn't think I was going to make it another day. I was in my bathroom. I called it my cry room, and I was holding on to my husband's Bible in his bathrobe. And I remember crying out and saying, Lord, I can't take one more day of this. And anybody who's walked through grief can totally understand when you get to that moment of despair and you cry out to your Lord to give you hope.
Exactly.
And he showed up.
Because the balloon got,
'Cause the
that
balloon
speaks. What an illustration.
Yes, came
What
to my
an
garbage
illustration.
can, but I don't want to spoil the story. But yeah, when I realized that Jesus hears our prayers, and the Bible tells us that he gathers our tears in bottles, and he grieves with us. The Holy Spirit grieves with us.
Sympathizes.
And then I understand that death and loss and heartache and grief is not coming from the Lord. It's because we live in a fallen world.
Absolutely. And when you get that children's book finished, I want you to come back.
I'd love
As I've been
to.
talking
Thank
to her,
you.
I've been thinking of Andre Crouch's song, I thank God for the mountains. I thank him for the valleys. I thank him for the storms he's brought me through.
Right.
Because if I never had a problem, I'd never know that he could solve them.
Amen.
I'd never learn what faith in God can do. So through it all, I'm going to trust in Jesus. We're out of time, but please join me next time, friends, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.